Well, we're on our way to get something to eat. I want to talk to my wife, my beautiful wife, about today and how her horses went. All in all, I think today was a success overall for the stable. 42 horses are in this barn in Ohio. 42 horses went on the track today, and yes, some made breaks and some made mistakes. They're babies. It's December 10th, but some looked very, very good. Now, I told everybody, Amy loves Melisandre. She loved her when she bought her, when we went and picked her out, when we bought her, when we got the filly. Amy was pumped. She is a sweet little filly, but all week she's being a little bad. She was bad the last time we droned or talked or videoed the horses. And I told you it was just her being, once we get her in lockstep with what we're trying to do. And all the horses you get, they're all very personable, very individual beings sometimes. And a lot of them, when you try to tell them, hey, this is how I want you to do something, their first inclination is to not do it. And some of them can kick, some of them can act up, some of them just go ahead and do it. I always like the ones with a little bit of spunk to them. And Melisandre this week, she got worked pretty hard. She was being a little bit of a brat when we first started going with her, and she had a little bit of an attitude. And I said to Amy, I'll go with her all week and make sure that she's on the straight and narrow. And I did go with her all week. And I'll tell you one thing, you want to talk about a horse, it's not the first time I've seen this happen. I see it happen all the time where horses change their tune, so to speak. They decide that, wow, I'm actually pretty good at this, or this isn't that hard after all, or they enjoy the competition of training. They excel. They come forward, and I love to see that happen. And you saw that today with Melisandre, a filly that was acting bad, and I told her she circled the field and drove away from them. She looked very, very good today. So a good job by you, and a good job by the filly. And I guess when we're handing him compliments, a good job by me. Okay, anyway, we're going to talk about your horses that you went with today, how you thought they went, and how were they. In the first, who'd you have in the first? Rosetta. This is the sister to Green Tea, and she has been awesome since day one.
She was good today. There was a lot of other good ones in there, too.
Yeah, that was a very good set.
She didn't do anything wrong. I have no...
I didn't see because I blew by everybody in Dusty. I didn't see where you got to. And
I think I finished 5th.
Wow, that's.
Yeah.
I think I graded all the horses, but I'll do that list. I'll think of it a little bit more, and I'll give you that list at some point during the week. I don't want to overload you with information, so I'm just going to tell you. Where does this want me to go? It wants me to get off here. I think it does. Yeah, it does. I'll give you that list of my markings at some point this week. No problem at all. But for today, we're just going to talk about the set. So you went with Rosetta. I had given her a solid AA minus. I wasn't sure about it yet. I want to go back and watch the videos a little bit too.
She was good.
But I saw her train this week, and we did train her like on Wednesday. She's a nice filly. Okay, so Rosetta, you didn't think she did anything wrong. No. You were happy with her. Okay.
Yeah, I was happy with her.
What else?
Then I had Fox and Suide, who I was not on. I was not happy with her because I went with her last week, and she was solid last week, and today she just was not her day.
So, what everybody has to understand is, and for those of you that are broke horses or trained babies or just race horses in general, when you put hobbles on them the first time, sometimes it can burn them a little bit. And this filly had a pretty wicked hobble burn left front. Not crazy. Certainly nothing we haven't seen before. No, was it left? Yeah, it was left time. Well, it doesn't matter. It was on the left side.
Yeah.
And sometimes that plays a very negative role for the horses. What I mean by that is sometimes they can really act up. It bothers them, right? It hurts a little bit. It'd be like it's nothing major, but it'd be like a sore in your foot, right?
Carpet burn.
Yeah, or carpet burn. It bothers you. And I think, and I was, actually, Mark caught on that. He saw that I was staying back with you at the Trotter, and I was trying to tell you exactly what you have to do. And that's why you kept making a break going forward. As I told you, I want you to, next time you get her pacing, make her march forward. And what I meant by that was, try to get her attention. So I know, honey, it's bothering you a little bit, but you know what? Buckle down for today and get it done. And she got a little bit of it, But trust me when I tell you, this is a very, very nice filly, and you don't have to trust me. Don't worry about it at all. She had a bad day. See how she looks the next time she goes, because I've seen her when she looks good. Very talented filly. So, who's next?
Next was Oh Hill No, and I actually didn't. I wasn't disappointed with her because she did show very good flashes of trotting properly.
She has all week. Everybody told me how good she was, and I'm so surprised to see her make a break.
She was a bit hanging on the line and a bit on the shaft. So
usually, what that means, in my experience, it can mean a number of things. She could have just been shot. I don't know. We can find out the date. Or sometimes they'll have a little curb coming, or they'll have something else bothering them. But you can always see there's something. If the horses are laying on that line and over on the shaft, it's behind usually. What you usually see is, if I was to guess, you're going to say, okay, I need 2 top things so that could happen. Could be a little curb coming. That could be 1. So we'll blister her up behind and see what happens. 2, and maybe the first thing you should check is, when was the shoeing date? Because maybe Enos had maybe taken a little bit of toe off her behind and it was pinching her a little bit on one side. Or he could have put a nail in close to her. Those are the things that I would look for when it came to the trotters, especially, but the horses in general. So we'll check that first, but it is good information to know that she was on the shaft and on the line a little bit. So that's good. And who would you go with next?
And I had Wesland Warrior, who was awesome.
He's a nice horse. For my wife to say he was awesome.
I actually run him off his feet.
I know. Well,
I was waiting for the passing lane, which I wasn't expecting him to know what that was.
Yeah.
But he was. That was a good set. We all finished great together there. But anyway, yeah, I run him off his feet.
Yeah, he's such a nice colt. I let him rock there 10 days ago. I went with him one time, and I said, I don't need to go with this guy till spring. He is that good right now. Really, really impressed with him. Other side, guys, you got to climb in. Yeah. So we got Scotty, Megan, and Mark.
You can do this.
No, I want to finish my thing right now.
I had to roll it.
Somebody has to get in the back.
You sit here, Mark. Megan,
Sorry, my kids aren't very nice to my
They were
car.
coming with us.
No, we just tied them to the radiator.
The what?
Radiator.
The radiator.
That's old school, right? The radiator heater.
Isn't that in a car?
See how much older
Anyways,
I am.
What is a radiator?
I said we tied them to the radiator at home. She goes,
Yeah, it's
Yeah, but-
not in a house.
yeah, the little
the
heat.
radiators
Yeah.
along the door, along the wall,
Thank you.
and the big ones that
a
stand up about
baseboard
this.
heater
There. No, the ones
no.
you got to plug in. The big ones that look
The big ones. That's a radiator.
in your house.
spoiled.
Yes.
My wife grew up. I grew up
No,
in
no,
poverty. The radiator was the thing that kept you from freezing to death.
Oh, we're on Anthony.
Okay, but also.
What?
Also, I'm not
You know,
as
you-
old.
No, we're
as
not
you.
live. It's video.
I'm also not as old as you. So. Did you guys know what a radiator was in your house?
Scotty wouldn't know. What
That
are you
is the most
talking about?
Canadian statement ever. Do you guys know what a radiator is in your house?
No, I know there's one in a car.
I'm sorry. You just
Okay.
got this video.
No, I'm not starting
Yeah,
the
I
video
think
over.
we should.
No, I am well into the video. It will not be restarted, and that is that.
Curtis, just edit that out.
It's not Curtis. I'm posting it.
I know. Yeah,
That's
Curtis.
Freddie. Okay, Freddie. Gail, edit that out there, will ya? Yeah. Okay, Scotty, you got to look out where we're going because this map was set for here. We're going to JA.
Yeah. Tell everybody. Give me your social security number too. Tell me.
I did give him my PIN number on here one time by accident.
I'm not surprised.
Okay, Scotty, I need it right now. Jaja. Okay. Next was Atrante. Now,
I didn't get along with her today.
yeah, she was just shot.
You know who she reminded?
No, she was just shot.
reminded me of? Alessandra. Before
Well,
you
because the
went with her.
chimpanzee looks so good. Yeah, she just her
She's
feet. I
hogging on
could
her
see
nature.
where the
right on a red.
yeah. And I'm just asking where you go. I could go right on a red and just do donuts, or you could tell me where I need to go.
And then take your first right.
Okay, so I'm getting back on the highway.
Fair Oaks Road, which I believe takes you to 480.
Fair.
Yeah,
Oh,
480 west.
right here. Like literally.
700 feet. No.
Okay, so we're getting on the highway. I think we're on Fair Oaks Road, going there. No.
Okay.
Well, I'm not telling you. I'm asking you.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be formed as a question.
West.
So Atrante, I still don't know how to say it.
It's not Atrante.
Atranet, I think you're right.
It's
Atranet.
a French word.
No, it's actually Italian. It means very pretty in Italian, I think.
Atrante. It means Anthony's a fruitcake in French.
Oh.
That's how.
You can't say that in 2023.
What?
Mark. You're an
Oh,
idiot.
I'm sorry.
Okay, well-
My bad. We start over.
Back to Ricky Lake, I guess. Oh, I'm not starting over. People are just going to think you're an idiot. Okay, so Atrante, I think you're right. That is a really, really nice filly. But she... Hey, be quiet. Quiet.
So, anyways, I apologize to her one owner that.
No, Atrante, you're right. No, everybody got it wrong. You were right. You fixed it. So that filly had just got shot. I saw her I could see the rasp marks on her front feet. She was done the day before. I think she was just a little rattly because she has been very, very good up until then, but it is what it is today. We'll talk about Scott in a minute, but because I want to talk about this horse, but who do you have in the 6th?
Kadoo.
Kadoo! I told everybody, I told Mark, somebody had asked the Mark video, and look, that's an idiot. I saw, shh, I saw somebody, hey, be quiet back there. My God, you make me look like a mute. Be quiet. Shh. So this colt, I told somebody said, oh, what a pretty gaited horse he is. I said, this is why we bought this horse, because his yearling video looks exactly like how he does on the track. He's really, really slick. But you liked him today, right?
I did, yeah. I actually was going to win hands down, and then the priest came flying out of nowhere.
He did. Scotty had pretty high praise for the priest. We'll talk about him in a minute. But Atrante, or Kadoo was very good. Where I go, Scotty?
1 mile right, 480 west.
480 west. Okay, thank you. 480 west. All right, I see it. And then the very last set.
Anthony drive with the dome light on.
No. Very last set.
I
Who you
had
got?
Manhattan Money.
Manhattan Money. Now, I guess I should tell everybody, Manhattan Money is a little rough around the edges still. That's the guy that gave me the right hook and put the black eye on me. He is. He struck and he got... What? Oh yeah, I had a black eye and a cut on my eye. Yeah, he gave it to me good. He could have hurt me a lot
Very
worse.
lucky.
I was very lucky.
Did we get kicked?
Yes, flip flops. Thank God.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So he, but he's the type of horse. He's very nervous and he doesn't trust anyone. And you got to be careful. I tell all our caretakers to be careful, but sometimes I have to be reminded sometimes that these are big animals and he's a big boy. And I scared him. And you ever see the movie When Animals Attack? It was like that. He wasn't playing around, and I'm lucky that I only got minorly hurt. But it's going to take time with this guy. He's got a nice gait and a good family, but just trusting himself on the track's going to take a little time. And I thought you might have some trouble with him today, but it's all right.
I actually didn't like the Murphy blind on the outside.
But he does. He just looks around without it.
Well,
anyway, it's not a big deal. He's a nice colt. It's just going to take time to polish this guy up, and he is a likable horse, but he does have he's got his limits. So he didn't do anything bad today. He did a little bit good, and he could have done a lot better, and he will in the future. And that is where I mark him. So with that, Amy's all done.
I don't think they'll be selling any shares off that video.
I'm not worried about Manhattan Money. Everything, all is good in the hood. We're all good. So Manhattan Money, a nice colt. I think it's just going to take a little time with him, and we're well on our way with that guy. And he did just have an OCD also, left front eye.
So did the
No, the priest was castrated. Yeah. We'll be back in a minute. I want to talk to Scott about his drives. I want to talk to... Actually, no, I'm going to do the opening, because all the people I want to do the opening with are in the car. I'm going to do it right now.